Hey, what is up, everybody? Today I am giving my brutally honest reaction on El Clasico. That was like yesterday. Well, I'm gonna give a few stats. Um, ratings on how the Barcelona players did and how Real Madrid players did. Just on like some of the articles that are out there and some of the crazy Diario AS from Spain that are giving crazy ratings. So let's get right into it. So first off, we start with the hard hitter, which is Karim Benzema. Diario AS gave him a 0 out of 10. And the only time I can remember, or I've seen people getting 0 out of 10s is if they get red cards. So honestly, I don't think Benzema was that bad. He was on par with maybe a little worse than Vinicius just because he didn't know what to do. He was never in the like forward number 9 or like dropping back and making plays for Vinicius and Valverde, but a 0 is definitely not good. It is not deserved. It's a disgrace to him, honestly. But what can I say? I think, in my opinion, I think he would have gotten like a 4 or 5 out of 10 if Vinicius is actually getting an 8. Vinicius wasn't that good either. At least in like the second half of the game, he was really just predictable. Because in the first half, he did get the deflection out of Araujo to make the own goal, but that was lucky. That was actually lucky. In just being honest, the match, like the score 2-1, did flatter Real Madrid a lot. They would have been extremely lucky to get a 2-1. But I feel like the referee did get a good call on Asensio being offside. On the other hand, Valverde was pretty bad. Benzema, Vinicius, Rodrigo, they could not finish their chances. It was just weak shots straight at the goalkeeper. Modric was not having his day. He got a 2 out of 10. Valverde got a 3 out of 10. Camavinga was just, he wasn't good, he wasn't bad, he was just there, sort of. Toni Kroos got pulled off, I think. Was not in the full 90 minutes. Nacho got killed and just over and over and over by Nacho. I mean, Nacho got killed by Rafinha so many times. Just because he's so quick on the ball, he demolished Nacho on the right, making a lot of chances to cut inside or cross the ball. Rudiger and Militao were decent, and Carvajal was just as bad as Nacho with a 3 out of 10. Rudiger got a 5 out of 10, and Militao got a 6 out of 10. But the real star player out of everyone has to be Courtois. 9 out of 10. Just because he saved Madrid countless times. If it wasn't for Courtois, if it was any other goalkeeper, it would have been 5-1 easily. So Courtois is the main man in Madrid right now. Do I think this calls for a new player to be signed? Probably. Either, I don't know, Bellingham or Mbappe, but we will get to that in the next following videos. There are going to be Q&As. It's going to be questions about this, questions about Mbappe's future, many other things. So it'll be pretty great. Next is Barcelona's ratings. Ter Stegen was all right on the night. He has, I think, the less goals conceded in La Liga right now. Araujo was insanely good. I don't know why he has a 6 out of 10. He did get an own goal, but that's like the only bad thing he did. He had Vinicius quiet, and Jules Koundé also had Benzema quiet. So those two did a really good job. Usually Koundé plays on the right back and Araujo plays on the center back. But this time, Koundé went center back and Araujo went right back just because Araujo seems to have Vinicius's numbers most of the time. Christensen has been alright. Got a 6 out of 10. So is Balde. Balde did better than Nacho and better than um, Carvajal. And he's very young. He's very promising. Sergio Roberto did get a goal. Very good. Very mid player, but he's made some really important goals for Barcelona, so can't really go against that. Sergio Busquets, pretty solid, pretty slow, but he is a very solid passer. Frankie de Jong, also very good box to box. He played very well and pretty much controlled the midfield. Got the best of Modric or like Kroos every time. So this is why he gets an 8.5. He kept them quiet. Rafinha, 6.5. Even though he pretty much destroyed Nacho most of the time. Lewandowski was kept pretty quiet. He didn't really do much. He was Rudiger and Militao just were on him the whole time. Gavi was alright. He didn't really do much either. I think Kessie was the one at the end that made the goal. Yeah, and he got a 7 for being like a few minutes. It wasn't the best, but he was definitely a good substitute, making the game-winning goal. If Marco Asensio would have been onside, it would have been a completely different conversation. If Real Madrid would have won just because of Marco Asensio's goal, if I wouldn't have gone through, I bet you $1 million that Benzema wouldn't have gotten a 0 out of 10. He is just being the scapegoat right now. But on the other hand, Barcelona did pretty much dominate Real Madrid in most of the game. It was all Barcelona coming in with everything. Real Madrid, they had some chances, but nothing convincing. They weren't convincing at all. They never looked like making a goal themselves. They only had the own goal by Araujo, but in the end, Barcelona do have Real Madrid's number at the time. I think they've won 3 or 4 El Clasicos in a row. We have one more this year, and yeah, hopefully Real Madrid can win this one. Especially it being in Camp Nou, this one. Real Madrid did have a chance. They didn't look convincing in the night, but what can you do? Barcelona was doing pretty good this game. So that is my brutally honest opinion on Barcelona versus Real Madrid as a Real Madrid fan. Very disappointed, but we're looking for the Champions League this time. We're going for the Champions League. I think La Liga is completely over. And, well, that's all I'm going to say. See you later.